is a video for healing and unifying us. This is not a video for any political intent or to sway anybody. The election is over. But what is breaking my heart is watching so many of my friends suffer and struggle and so angry and mad, being emotionally charged by Trump winning the election. Wow. Here's some insight on how I see things. Take it or leave it. But this is based on a lot of the research that I've done, my understanding in neuroscience and how our brain works, and how what we're fed sometimes works in our favor and other times it doesn't. So please do not put your political opinion in this feed. This is not the space for that. I'm really here to help you through the transformation process that we're all going through, regardless of who won. If you're not open to evolving through change, then you should stop this video right now and just keep scrolling. Because I am simply addressing the response to the election and how to move through these energies. If you're feeling angry, it's part of the process. If you're feeling elated, and you really don't want to come down from that high, but it's still a transformation process that we're going through. So I'm simply addressing the response to the election and how to move through it. So I ask you to please be respectful of my intention here and do your best to set your judgments aside, because I am sharing my perspective. I open this space up to dialogue, conversation about moving through this, helping other people move through it. How can we do that? Becoming more at peace with what is happening, not stir up more negativity. So please honor this request. A lot of my friends are asking how this even happened. How can such an evil person win this election? And they firmly believe this, that this man is so evil. And the outcome is absolutely devastating. It is the end of the world to some people. They truly believe this, and they are emotionally distraught. And it pains me to see this suffering in people. And then I see the other side. I see my friends feeling joy and peace and happiness and free and optimistic for the future. And it is such a drastic difference. I mean, how can so many of us have such opposing beliefs? And just like you, I've had to make a choice based on what I believe. Again, set your judgments aside. I'm going through this process that I went through to get where I got. Just be open. I have observed both sides. And I have to say that if you were told, now some of you know me very well. Some of you have known me my whole life. Some of you have known me for years. Some of you just know me through Facebook posts and the inspiration that I share. But if somebody were to tell you every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, for 8 to 10 years that I was evil, you would have no choice than to believe it. It's how our brains work. And you can go through years of my feed to find content that inspires, unifies, heals, hopefully brings smiles to your face, love. There's so much love on my Facebook posts. But yet, if someone told you I was evil, you would find my motive is for other reasons, because your belief has shifted. Now hear me out, and please open your mind and hearts to receive what I am about to share. Because the truth is, it's not your fault. It's the world we live in, unfortunately. It's the information world. It's the social media world, we are all being faced in one way or another to question our beliefs at this time. We're forced to question what we believe is true. We shouldn't have to question the truth. We should just take the information that we receive out there as truth, but that is not the world we live in. And I have to say, this election has been a beautiful practice for me. While very stressful to watch both sides duke it out, I've had to monitor myself and how I respond to the information that I'm being fed. And I have had to sit back many times and ask myself, is what I'm hearing here true? Is it true? And then I pay close attention to the feeling in my gut and around my heart. You know, that emotional charge that we get, and see if it really resonates as truth. It has been a practice for me to do this. And the anxiety that I have felt mostly coming from one side that is doing nothing but instilling fear, fear, fear. When I was watching that side, I was getting filled with anxiety and hate and so opposite of who I am every day. I wasn't sleeping. I'd say it was awful. But the feeling I get from the other side is that of freedom, ease, and optimism. Now, I know this is my perspective. However, you have to ask yourself, which feels more natural, fear or freedom? Because although fear is a natural emotion, it is not our primary source of who we are. Love is. Fear is in the mind. Love is in our soul. And we are free spirits. Freedom is our nature, not fear. What we must understand is our minds can be altered, and our soul is always evolving. We are ever-changing beings. This we know for sure. However, what we feed our minds will have a direct impact on the evolution of our soul. It's so true. So we came into this human form to have this experience. I really do believe this is why we are here. This is the purpose of our life. Anyway, set that topic aside for another day. Neuroscience has made some incredible discoveries on how the brain operates and influences our life experience, thanks to a little thing called neuroplasticity. I'm going to explain what neuroplasticity is. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's incredible ability to recognize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This means that our brains can be reshaped and influenced by repetitive thoughts, behaviors, and messages over time. When we consistently repeat certain actions or thoughts, we strengthen the neural pathways associated with them, making them automatic. This is how habits are formed. I mean, have you ever changed your mind about a behavior that you want to change? This is transformation. This is what I teach all the time. How to create sustainable, lasting change. You convince yourself that you can do it. And then you do it. You create that habit. You do it for 7 days and a habit is formed. This same neuroplasticity concept or process is also the reason why positive affirmations and visualizations are so powerful. By regularly engaging in positive self-talk and visualizing desired outcomes, we rewire the brain to focus on success, happiness, and self-improvement, making it easier to achieve these goals. This is a huge part of my work, to visualize with that emotional charge behind it. This is the law of the universe. And unfortunately, the media knows this too. However, neuroplasticity can also have a negative side. Brainwashing is an extreme form of mental manipulation where a person is subjected to repetitive, coercive messages designed to reshape their beliefs, attitudes, or behaviors, often without their conscious awareness or consent. In this context, neuroplasticity is exploited to influence a person's thinking in a way that serves the interests of someone else, not the individual, not us. You don't think what they're being told for us to fear so that we can depend on them for everything and our happiness, everything lies in their hands? Heck no. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. In both positive and negative scenarios, neuroplasticity highlights the brain's responses to repetition. What we focus on and reinforce, whether through affirmations or external messages, directly impacts the way we think, behave, and live. Period. And unfortunately, it's been proven that many of our traditional media resources have been fed to deliver messages to heavily influence societal thinking. This is not a conspiracy. It is a fact. It used to be where we could watch the news and get the truth. That is not the case anymore. The social media outlets that use algorithms to reinforce the content we've become just curious about only reinforce these beliefs and keep those neurons firing in the same direction. It's creating a ditch of neural pathways. And some of these ditches are so deep and embedded in our brains, we can't seem to see another perspective. Now, I know this might offend some people, and you might be saying, I am not capable of being brainwashed. What the hell are you talking about, Angel? If you followed me this far, then please listen on. There's also a little thing in the mind called the ego. And the ego resists the idea that we have been brainwashed because it thrives on maintaining a sense of control, identity, and superiority. So to admit that we've been influenced or manipulated challenges the ego's core belief that we are independent thinkers and fully in control of our own minds. Accepting that we may have been brainwashed implies vulnerability, fallibility, and a lack of autonomy. The things that ego is designed to protect us from acknowledging. The ego is also tied to our self-worth and our self-image. Admitting to be brainwashed can feel like a blow to our pride and our self-perception, as it suggests that we have been swayed by external forces without our conscious awareness. The ego, in its defense, will often deny or rationalize away such possibilities to preserve its sense of power and self-importance. So, this is why it can be difficult to recognize when we've been subjected to manipulative influences. The ego's defense mechanism shields us from feeling exposed or undermined. This is merely a public service announcement for us all to become more self-aware. Become more self-aware of what feels right and not what you are told to believe is right and wrong. It takes some internal work to process these deep and heavy realizations. If you are truly wanting to heal and feel better about the outcome of this election, then these are the truths you must face. Otherwise, you are allowing your limited beliefs to prevent you from growing and evolving. If you decide to stay where you are and be angry and not open yourself up to the idea that this might have been occurring in my life, you're going to continue to be miserable. Is that really what you want? It's not what I want for you. It's not what I want for anyone. I don't think it's any secret that the world is becoming more transparent. The veil is being lifted, as they say, on all the darkness. And soon, I believe, we will all see what's been hidden from us. I just ask that you stay open, observe the process as it unfolds. The truth will present itself in time, so please manage your emotions. Pay attention to how you respond and feel the emotions. Work through the emotions. Transmute the fear into love and freedom. You have the power to do that. And if you need help, ask me. I can help you through that process. I'm certainly here for you to help you gain your power back. You are a powerful, creative being, and you know this. Don't let anyone take that from you. Be mindful. At the same time, be skeptical of everything you hear, of everything we're being told. Step into your higher self. See your life as an observer. This is such a powerful place to reside. And to reprogram some of those neurons, neural pathways, some of the neuroplasticity, design an affirmation and repeat it until you feel every word of it. In fact, here's one to try on for size. Repeat after me. I am the master of my mind, and I choose to release negativity, welcoming only thoughts that uplift and empower me. With each new day, I grow stronger, more resilient, and aligned with my highest purpose. Challenges are opportunities, and I am capable of transforming them into growth and wisdom. This affirmation deeply emphasizes self-mastery, resilience, and the transformative power of overcoming challenges. It inspires a shift in mindset toward feeling more empowering and a sense of purpose. So repeat that every day. Write it down. Help yourself heal, because we are all evolving into the next greatest version of ourselves if we choose to do so. I know I am. What are you choosing? Thanks for listening. I'll see you soon. God bless.